beautiful people, it's Kaz. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a matcha mochi recipe. So this recipe is actually really easy. You only need a few ingredients, and the only thing that's really hard for this is the assembling of the mochi itself because it is a bit sticky, but this is actually really good. The texture of the mochi is kind of like gelatinous but not really a jelly. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share if you feel like doing that because I do post new videos every week. So without further ado, let's go to the video. First, we're going to add the butter. Make sure that your butter is softened by the room temperature. We really want to make a stiff cream cheese filling. And after the butter, we're going to put the cream cheese. Before you use the cream cheese, make sure that it's refrigerated and that it's really cold because this is also one of the things that will make our cream cheese frosting a stiff cream cheese frosting. We're going to beat it on medium-low speed until everything is smooth. And we're going to add the matcha powder. And then we're going to add the powdered sugar. The powdered sugar you can add in like 3 or 2 parts. Add powdered sugar, mix it, scrape off the sides, and then add the rest of the powdered sugar, mix it, and scrape the sides, and then just do the process all over again until we're out of powdered sugar. But as I was saying, if you have a stand mixer, definitely use that because I actually really had a hard time using a hand mixer. It kind of raised on my fingers a little bit, so be sure to make it easier for you. You shouldn't over mix this mixture as well. As long as everything is combined, this is the texture we're looking for. It's very stiff. When you put a spatula, it kind of stays that way. Now we're going with the dough. So we're going to add our glutinous rice flour. Make sure that the rice flour you're using is glutinous. This is what we need to make the matcha dough. And then mix that and the sugar. Make sure everything is well mixed. And then we're going to add the matcha powder and mix that as well. Make sure that everything is well mixed always. And then we're going to add the water. We have to make sure that there are no lumps, so just keep on stirring it until it's kind of like one homogeneous liquid, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it takes a bit of time because I did make kind of like a big batch, but I will be putting the recipes below, and I will also be linking a recipe calculator where you can lessen the portions if you want to. After we mix everything, cover it with plastic or paper towel and microwave it for 1 minute. After 1 minute, we get it out of the microwave and stir everything to make sure that the matcha is cooking evenly. And then we're gonna cover it again and microwave it for 2 minutes. And as you can see, this is what it looks like when after I microwaved it for 2 minutes. But as you can see, there's still some kind of liquid left. Again, make sure that you mix everything until it kind of like everything is kind of has one texture. And because it's not really as cooked yet, because as you can see, it's still kind of wet, I covered it with a paper towel. I just did that to show you that this too can be used. And I microwaved it again for 1 minute and mix everything until everything is cohesive. And this is actually really sticky. The texture is sticky, so make sure that when you're arranging this, that your hands also has starch. Prepare a parchment paper with lots of cornstarch or potato starch and lay down the dough on the soft cornstarch and put cornstarch at the top of the potato. Wait, what? Put cornstarch on top of the dough as well. We're going to be shaping it with our hands. So make a rectangle, a big rectangle with the dough. I'm telling you right now, it's a bit hot, but you're gonna get used to it. And then cut it 3 times horizontally and 3 times vertically to create 12 squares. Try your best to make it as even as possible. This is good practice because, as I said earlier, one of the really hard things in making mochi is the assembling itself. It really takes practice, so don't worry if it's not perfect for the first time. And we're going to put the filling that we made earlier. I just used a teaspoon and a big dollop, and as you can see, the matcha dough I made it kind of like hugging the filling. And we're going to pinch the sides to close the mochi. I didn't see that it wasn't really showing it well, but that's what we did. We're going to pinch the sides of the mochi so that it's closed, and kind of try your best to make it into a circle. Really just practice. Even the ones that I made here aren't perfectly mochi looking. They taste the same either way. And again, with practice, it will become better. I'm just kind of like shaping it into a circle to make it look more cute or more mochi looking. And yeah, that's it. You have your mochi. Do it for the other ones as well. And that's what it looks like. As you can see, not really perfect mochi, but everything tastes the same, and it's actually really, really good. I love mochi so much. I really love the texture. It's kind of like gelatinous, but it's not a jelly. My family also liked it as well, but they think that the filling was too sweet. But in my opinion, it wasn't really sweet, but that's because I also like sweet things. You should probably use strong matcha powder if you want the matcha taste to come through. Because if I'm gonna be honest, I think the matcha that I have doesn't really have that kind of a strong taste, but it's good nonetheless in my opinion. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!